On the job this morning, you probably know that what you say or don't say during a job interview can affect the outcome. But did you know that 30% of managers say that body language can make or break the job offer as well? Here to explain why and share tips to make a great first impression, Rebecca Risk, Metro Market Manager for Robert Half in Providence. Good morning.
Morning.
A lot of people don't even think of that. You go on a job interview and you don't realize how important body language can be during that job interview. So what do employers have to look for? And if I'm going for a job, how should I basically behave?
Yeah, I mean, it's the skills and experience that get you there, but it's the things that you do and maybe don't even say that might differentiate you from your competitor. You know, so handshakes, eye contact, posture, facial expressions, all those things can be weighed when somebody's making a decision to make a hire.
So don't go in and be sitting there during your job interview, slumped all over. Make eye contact. Don't be looking all over the place, because that can really, that's also confidence as far as the person who is looking for the job.
Absolutely. I think it's also in regular life, we look at each other in the eye when we're talking to one another. Why would it be different in an interview? And if you're not making good eye contact during an interview, it does speak to maybe lack of confidence or lack of focus.
Right. Now, a lot of people, when they go on a job interview, especially if they really, really want that job, they can be super nervous. So what does an employer have to take into consideration for that? Because some people have different quirks, different tics. When it comes to going on a job interview, they're nervous to begin with.
Sure, yeah. I think for an employer, you know, your best bet is to try to put somebody at ease, make some small talk, you know, and then kind of go into the interview. You know, in an interview, you know, that employer wants to ask open-ended questions. Let that person kind of start talking and hopefully utilizing the nonverbal cues that can kind of differentiate themselves from somebody else.
And eye contact is important. Just know rolling, just kind of keep that smile on your face and keep moving through the interview.
Exactly, yeah.
What are the kind of behaviors can create a negative impression for the person? So
outside of, you know, poor eye contact and the nonverbal stuff that we've talked about, you know, some of the things that we talk about a lot, you know, not dressing the part, you know, not dressing professionally or appropriately for the position you're interviewing for, talking negatively about a former employer or employment situation. We've all had them. It's in the interview, you want to be talking about the successes you've had rather than focusing on the negative. One thing for me, you know, is talking about money too early in the interview process. You know, if you're talking about money or time off.
Don't walk in and go, how much am I going to get for this?
Exactly, yeah. So that's an important thing to kind of think in the back of your mind to avoid until it's an appropriate time.
And also, you were saying even dress appropriately for the job interview. It really can be a make or break case. Some people, they're going into a job interview, they're nervous. Maybe they can't afford to go out and buy brand new things. Maybe ask a friend or something like that to kind of help you out and walk you through it as well, right?
Yeah, or, you know, figure out what you can come up with that looks as professional as possible or as appropriate as possible.
Right. How can someone, if I am going for a job interview, is there someplace I can go to kind of maybe even just visualize and see what I need to do?
Sure. I mean, from an interview perspective, interview with a friend, do a mock interview in the mirror, you know, do things that kind of show you what you do in that kind of situation. You know, interviewing with a staffing firm like Robert Half, you know, we can coach and give some guidance on what we expect and what we recommend during the interview process.
Yeah, it really is important. It can make or break getting that job you love. Thanks so much for coming in. Good to have you here. Hopefully I get the job. All great tips to keep in mind for your next job interview.